If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Shout out to Web3 Tribe. If you know, you know. Puffco, please sponsor the show. We ain't got no sponsors, but we get sponsored by Puffco. That's for damn sure. If you want the if you want the product placement, please email me as soon as possible. What up, enthusiasts? What up, Mind, Body, and Crypto? Hello, world. Hello, cyberspace. How's it going, YouTube and internet land? This is your boy, or this is the voice right now of your boy, Crypto Bruh, a.k.a. More World Peace, the DJ / producer, coming back again with another video talking about that Zen world really quickly. Maybe it'll become quicker. Like I said yesterday during the stream, Zen is becoming very complex again, and live streaming is fun, but might not be live streaming for like 3 hours anymore. 2 hours, you feel me? Like, just might just be having some fun with the community, hanging out, chatting some things that are going on in the industry. But if you do want a more versed conversation about that Zen world, we'll be opening up streams specifically for members, but you'll have to be part of the $10 member tier. You'll be able to AMA me about everything going on in Zenland. Yeah, because Zen's becoming complex, but it's simple. It's free. It's free information. Anybody can learn how to do it. There's going to be many people that probably come out with how-to guides and all some other, types of other shits. They know more than you know, so you got to pay them, blah, blah, blah. But truthfully for me, I'm just tired, man. Fuck. We've been here every day for the past year talking about the Holy Grail. And yeah, man, crypto is turning into something different. And not something different, but where we are in Zen is very futuristic, and our time will come. It's actually already here, but the whole world is going to hear about what we got going on. And yesterday in real crypto world, the real world, we had Uniswap get a well notice from the SEC. Now that's crazy, right? If you're familiar right now in the Zen world, we are creating a Zuniswap. So if you're mining XenBlocks and you're participating in the XenBlock world, actually, let me bring up that dashboard. So if you're mining XenBlocks, aka XNM, right, you are going to be eligible to mine Zunis, which is a tiny here. I got my dashboard up. This is the Smith one, because this one's pretty dope. But my OG ones. So we get Zunis that we mine proof of work. Zuni. And the Zuni is special because it comes at the top of the hour. So what you'll notice here is like when the Zunis show up, it started as like a meme to show purpose mining, or, you can mine more than one coin at a time type vibe. Right, so we mine blocks, we mine super blocks, and we mine Zunis. So Zuni is going to be an exchange token for X1 chain. So there's going to be an exchange called Zuniswap, and Zuniswap will be governed, I guess, by Zunis. And Zuni is a fairly launched token that you can get at the top of the hour. So between, let's say it's all right now. So yeah, Zuni time is right now. Right, my everything should be printing me a Zuni right now, I guess. Yeah, so here's these ones just came through. You're gonna see this one way more often, and it's designed like that. We have Zuni time. Oh, I think it's just all having a bad connection. I gotta refresh all these pages. But yeah. So here in this news, long story short, here in this news about Uniswap getting basically served by the SEC, I was like, here we go again. Like, here we go again. Normal crypto shit. Everything is gonna, drive attention to whatever they're getting ready to do. But we know Uniswap is very cooperative. They're one of the most cooperative things, but this could just mean the end of an era. This is kind of how I'm thinking of it. Oh, where am I at? Oh, what up, dude? What's up, everybody? What up, what up, Lita? What up, Dank? Welcome. It's Zuni time. Yeah, that's what I say, or that's what, I don't know. I say it. Everyone says it though. It's Zuni time. Oh shit. When when the top of the hour shows up, it's top of the hour time, man. Zuni time. And yeah, this is really dope, yo. Having a swap or a DEX governed by a fairly launched opportunity, I guess you could say, because it's like you just take the opportunity. You're like, some people have thought about this already. They're like, oh, someone could just sell here. I got a Zuni. Someone can just sell compute for its Zuni time. So the Zuni time is between, let's say, 11:50 to 11:55. Excuse me, the top of the hour. So 11:55 to 12:05. That 20-minute span of the top of the hour, that's when Zunis are available, and they print, but they only print then. And it's like crazy. It's like, yo, you can create a crypto out of thin air. Someone can go and trade it right now. I mean, but you got to wait till the top of the hour. Like, you ain't got no cryptos, and then all of a sudden it's fucking 11:55, and it's like bing, 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 bing. It's Zuni time. it's Zuni time, you know, like and Zunis are just going dumb, and you're like, all right, cool, another fairly launched gas crypto. Like, I don't know, man. That's kind of why, like, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is Zen, dude? What are we doing over here? When are people gonna catch on? Like, is this shit really hard to get? Like, every piece of it is just so buttery, and it just keeps growing. And again, it benefits. Oh, see, it's Zuni time, bro. It's fucking Zuni time. Another Zuni. Let's see what we got going on. We need a page for it's Zuni time. Any web devs out there? That'd be hilarious. When it's fucking Zuni time, we have a party page. That'd be actually really fun. I'll pull up to the party page. It's Zuni time. Note it. Yo, Og, write it in the notes. Yeah. So Zunis are tight. This is whack, but we know what's happening. They're 100% applying pressure, keeping that government on top of the crypto world. It's coming into existence. So the feds are watching. It's not only a Pharrell song and 2 Chainz, but it's facts. The feds are watching. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be all good. I'm not even really worried. Coinbase got the same thing from the SEC, and they're going back and forth with them. And Coinbase is the #1 custodial for the BlackRock ETF. Like, it makes no fucking sense. Like, it's like that. Is this news supposed to scare crypto? In my opinion, it's just a badge of honor now. Yo, the SEC's in my motherfucking DMs, dude, telling me to chill out. They saying I gotta pull up to court so we could talk about chilling out a little bit. How they can get a little and we can get a little, you know. That's all it is. Unless it's like they're trying to throw a book at you, right? That's the CZ case. You never want to go into an SEC thing under a real name, right? That's kind of why, like, it would the craziest dark magic Yu-Gi-Oh card that Richard Hart could pull out would be that Richard Hart is an LLC. That shit would be miraculous. He just pulls that shit out and goes, actually, you're suing my business. Ha. Now they're trying to swerve it. That's why the SEC versus Richard Hart is different than the SEC versus Uniswap, because Uniswap is a corporation. They're operating like one, and you're suing the corporation. You're not necessarily suing whoever created Uniswap. Same thing went for Binance, but they got a thing for CZ. So they're trying to really get CZ, but he's protected by Binance. And he's just like, yo, I won't fuck with it. Just let it live. Y'all want me off the script? I'm out. You know, that's basically the whole thing with CZ. Like, just get out of the script while we, integrate. I don't like this shit. I'm a crypto decentralized user, bro. I'm into decentralization. Like, again, this is why Zen in our ecosystem, I believe, is one of the fairest and most real out of all the cryptos in existence, because we don't have any extra fuckery. There's no extra fuckery that can like enter the Zen world. It's impossible. If it comes into here, it's like, what is your like, what is really, did you discover a bug? You know, it's not like, are you misusing investors' funds? That's Uniswap's problem and Coinbase's problem, because they want to have a business. So they want to also have the shit coins. But the government is kind of being like, no, you can't always have the shit coins. So that's the tug of war going on with Uniswap and Coinbase, because it's true. On NASDAQ, they put a bunch of bullshit legacy companies that are prone to failure. And that's why now the stock market is so offside, or like, you know, it's unbalanced. Everybody's into big tech or into big brands because it's safe. It's better than doing a penny stock and going into some legacy thing that's bound to fail in today's economy. So it's on both sides. But in our area, there's no KYC and there's no government. So that's why I think we're seeing lawsuits like this. If you're really in crypto, it's nothing to be afraid of. It's just allotting the idea that the clamp is coming down, bro. And Are you on a dark node? Do you live a dark node lifestyle? Are you are you not aware that you've been living in the dark? Let me bring you to the light. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's why I get Uniswap and I just use it. I get USDC. I just use it if I need to use it. But never would I be like telling people to buy USDC or go to Uniswap and fuck with a bunch of shit coins that maybe get delisted and stuff. But crypto's a weird place. Some people will do that to you. They'll send you to Uniswap to get wrecked. Possibly now, and that's what the fuck would be, is like, yo, you got to stop sending people to Uniswap for shit coins, because now they're gonna put the clamp, and not every shit coin that comes out is gonna end up on Uniswap. Like, that era is dead. Like, oh, you what? You want to get on Uniswap? Like, that's a whole marketing package now, bro. You got 20K to get on Uniswap? No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know. Like, that's just where I'm at with Uniswap. There's Sushi Swap. There's so many different dexes with. It's a smart contract, bro. Like, the technology is there, right? And then bringing back in X1 and Zen, and it's Zuni time. Why do you think this is important now, right? Why do you think decentralization, real decentralization, is important? You want your shitcoin trading with no disruption? Well, Uniswap was airdropped to everybody, and they promote a lot of shitcoins that are not fairly launched. So, and I mean, what is fair in the Uniswap world? It gets pretty deep, right? There's like a meme right now that's like, yo, don't go too deep. Don't go too deep, right? So pause, no diddy. We ain't going that deep right now. But yeah, that's happening in the world of real crypto. Bitcoin right now is pushing 70,000 again. So like, everything is upside down again, which means that it must be working, right? Like, yo, none of this shit makes sense. Bitcoin's going up, but the SEC is going after the largest exchange in all of crypto, right? It's like, what's really going on? And it's adoption, it's regulation, all of it's happening. Bitcoin might be next, but again, the thing that saves Bitcoin, and like, again, going to like this theory of rune stones, right? Why is everybody so hyped about on-chain Bitcoin DeFi? It's because they can't get a wellness notice. If you on Bitcoin, how the fuck the SEC gonna go after you? Like, Bitcoin's a commodity, so you got to build on top of that, right? Uniswap we're watching the stone age of crypto, bro. Things that came into existence and now it's just gonna become concrete. Like, Coinbase was gonna be called like BitBank before it was Coinbase, and now it's Coinbase AF. Like, it ain't never changing from Coinbase, right? Uniswap was just ERC20 evolution. First came ERC10, and then you couldn't trade and outside of a smart contract, and then came Uniswap, and then came DeFi, like hyperstructure. So we're in the stone age of this bullshit, and it needs to become that. I do think we need principles, we need standards, we need products to model, we need references, we need all that shit, because in the future people will be able to see the evolution of how crypto became, a $69 trillion market. How about that? A $420 trillion market. Enlighten me, fool. Let's put some enlightens on it, some off the elbows. Nah. But yeah, dude, I'm just excited today. Today is April 11th. R.I.P. O.J. Simpson. That shit is crazy. See the world upside. Everything is upside fucking down, dude. I don't know if it's resetting or if it's just what the fuck is going on, And right now in Zen, it's following as pattern as it should. This is something I was thinking today. Well, I had to, I live in New York, bro, so you gotta move your car and shit, bullshit. But I was moving my car. I was like, you know what? There's a difference between synchronicities and patterns. And a lot of times we usually keep them in the same family. Right? You're like, oh man, I'm synchronized right now. I'm in a good rhythm. But then it's like, oh, okay, rhythm is a pattern. But realistically, in my interpretation, a pattern is fucking hard. Like, it's solid, hard rock. It's like, yo, this is a pattern. I'm recognizing this is the same thing I'm doing over and over again. Right? How do I curve the pattern and get back to synchronicity? You see, right? Like, it's like patterns actually not synced. So you always want to be in sync. You don't want to be in a pattern. And I'm getting on this because it's like random. Life is about random. And random is the hardest thing to actually acquire. I would say it's the scarcest thing. Like, me meeting up with Jack Levin is the randomest thing on the earth, bro. The fuck, right? It's super random. OJ Simpson passing away right now. OD random. No one's expecting that. That is impactful. That is gravity. That's quantum. So synchronicities are way more superior than a pattern. And watching these charts follow patterns is so fucking ugly, bro. Fuck a pattern, dude. Waiting for the synchronicity to come back in Zen. Shit is out of sync right now. It was going pretty well, but this is part of what I was talking about in Zen that we are discovering in a fair launch. Market makers make markets, and they can make the supply, and they can become Costco, and then they can sell the supply and put it on discount. And that's all their role is. There's no other role after the fact. Like, Zen's existed for 2 years and it's an 8-year ride. A lot of cryptos aren't built to give the audience the attention span outside of a scope of a couple weeks. I mean, most don't even do that. Most don't even have the attention to put attention on time because they have no fucking time. Like, they're working with patterns. They don't know how to synchronize this thing called crypto. Crypto works best in synchronizations. Let's be honest. That's why they synced Bitcoin with the financial market and with the real world. And what do I say about what is sync? How do you sync a Bitcoin? Bleh. The white paper. Hello. Where's it at? 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 Your boy type kind of slow, kind of chaotic. I haven't talked about this in a long time. I'm gonna get on a soapbox. But yeah, in the Bitcoin white paper, like I've been saying, truthfully, the Bitcoin white paper is actually scripture on how to make a crypto. Like, beyond the idea of a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, this is like meta on like how to make a fucking cryptocurrency. Like, you want to be in the top 5, bro, of crypto, you need to be able to maximize this white paper, because this tells you every step you're gonna need in order to make a full-blown, which is number 5, network. That's why I call Zen a network. And I mean, it's Zen.network, duh. But like, yeah, it's really a network. You need a network in order for your blockchain to work. Like, Bitcoin only works because it's a network of humans. And now they have tiny little bitty itty bitty tiny fucking itty tiny what is this? How did we get here? Right? Like, what the hell? But yeah, that's the network now in Bitcoin. That shit's in runestones. But the best thing that I like about this white paper, my favorite part, is number 3. You know, Allen Iverson. But number 3, timestamp server. So this is the solution that was proposed to why you want Bitcoin to work, right? It has a hash. That hash has information in it, and that hash is timed, and it's stamped with the planet. So as the world spins, so does Bitcoin. You got to turn off every single computer to get the timestamp server to fuck up, right? One computer is running, it's gonna keep the hashes hashing. And that's the beauty of Bitcoin. It's connected to the calendar, right? It's connected to the synchronization of the normal people. That's why it's here, and it's loud, and it's fucking like in your face. You're trying to tell your family about it, but they don't give a fuck. you're going to be the successful person on it. You're watching crypto, bro. You're fucking ahead of everybody already. So, you know, take pride in that shit. But the reason why it's happening is because it's connected to the calendar, right? And I don't know why we did it too in Zen, but yeah, you're connected to the calendar in the Zen world. Every time you make a mint, you can actually use the calendar. How about that? Oh, look at that. Nice. But I think that's something very, very important to crypto. If you're not connected or synchronized, you're going to be out of sync. You're running a pattern. Your shit's going to fail. Like Bitcoin's going to be successful. That's why now my mind is like fucked up. Like, yo, $501,000 Bitcoin. Like that's definitely there for us, right? Ethereum, right? Before it was just like, yo, let's get to 10K, but $19,000 Ethereum, that's like totally possible. Like I didn't really think about it before, but now that I shrink these charts, right? This, you could almost say, is this the plateau? Was this right here the infinity plateau for crypto? Right? For not like us, but like for some other motherfuckers that really thought this shit was dead and they gave the coins back. They dipped out. They're not here right now. They don't know what is going on. They think it's rallying because Bitcoin is supposed to be a peer-to-peer electronic network for cash system, whatever the fuck that even electronic cash system. But realistically, Bitcoin is a full-blown network that's incentivized, right? And it's rendering a ton of disk space right now. Disk space is huge. That's why we have rune stones, because they need to move your bitch ass, because you fucking clogging up the main layer. So we bringing you over here. Here's some fucking rocks. Here's some rocks. Man, this is fun. No, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Damn, they put even runes up here. Oh my god. Man, how did I not get this airdrop? This is so hilarious. I'm being punished. The crypto guys are punishing me for some reason. What did I do wrong? They're like, yo, you sold some bitmaps. Fuck you. I think bitmaps still got it though. I'm waiting to. How about that? But yeah, so the network is strong on all these things. Even Ethereum, bro. The network is strong. The blobs. Ether now. Yeah, we remember now. Ooh. Let's go to ETH. Let's look at their network. This shit is easy math. Right? ETH is kicking ass. The network is strong. 14-second blocks. Right? The blobs are working. They're not working, I mean, like they thought they would work, but they're working. You know, gas is significantly nice right now. So I don't know what I'm thinking is maybe they ran a test or something. So maybe somebody was burning a ton of ETH. I can't really find anything because that's something that no one gives a fuck about. So I'm not technical enough to get to that moment, but the way that this gas is fluctuating, it makes me feel like we are in a moment where none of us matter, bro. This is for the future. And there was something pumping gas and testing XYZ for whenever the extra people come. Because it's now on the, you know, things are being tested on main, bro. From Solana to Ethereum. You know, and when X1 chain comes out, I won't be surprised to see them testing things while it's progressing to make it better for the future, because sometimes mainnet tests need to happen. So Gwei is pretty nice right now, right? It's almost like you throw something in the air and see how long it can stay up, and we've gotten all the way down to like 10. Like no one's on Ethereum, dude. Like this right here, no one's on ETH. What the fuck? No one's here. Like at nighttime, nobody's on Ethereum, because everybody's like, whatever, you know, they're doing their thing, they're living their life. They're not in crypto, right? If you're a Xenian, you thrive in low gas environments, so you're turned up right now. This is your network. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's fun to be a Xenian or to get hip to the game, the new game. I would really advise, right, hedging against these natives, because why do you really want to get caught in their network? I mean, you can, but It's expensive. If you want the edge, because you're here now, get into X1 chain, because that is, again, we're gonna do the same things that they're doing on ETH, the same things they're doing on Solana. It's all, and the hardest thing, again, to get to this level is to render the same aspect as the Bitcoin peer-to-peer white paper. Like, if you don't have some of these key elements, because it's all good, you can learn how to make transactions on a blockchain. That's easy. That's not hard. Making sure things send back and forth and nodes put it on a ledger, that shit is ABC 1 2 3. Timestamps, that's a little bit, that's easy. The hardest thing is making sure everyone's sync so it's fast. There's like a branch here that would probably be like TPS, if we could really talk about it. Because then it would be like, is it really happening? Like, are your real transactions really happening? Like, let's look at the timestamp server. Let's see if that was a vote or if that was a real transaction when you're talking about it. But, you know, that's too deep, you know. You're getting too deep on it, you know. The proof of work or the consensus, like, how is the blockchain made? Right? How is the timestamp server saved, essentially? How's the ledger, you know, replicated over and over and over again? Is it proof of stake? Is it proof of delegated stake? Is it proof of history? Is it proof of blah, blah, blah? Is it proof of your mom? I don't fucking know. All right. And then comes up network. Network is really important, because without the network, you don't have essentially machines. Like with X1 chain, because of XNM, it built a network of machines, and it made an X1 easier to launch. Like, duh. A lot of people build networks before they build consensus, you know, and I think that that's what's bad. And then a lot of people build consensus and never think about network. So this part right here is where a lot of crypto projects get tangled, because they're hyper focused on marketing narratives, right? That's your agenda based shit that everybody talks about. Like, what's next? AI, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, and there's going to be an array of AI coins. We're ready for it though. Just mine XNM, you'll reap the benefits from that industry. And like, yeah, this whole consensus and then hardware thing, X1 is all of that in one, right? So I don't even need to worry about it. Whatever. So incentive is a super important thing. A lot of brands can figure out how to incentivize people before they can figure out how to build a network and how to keep governance consensus for the ledger. So that's why too, I think a lot of fucking blockchains are backwards, or they're just built horribly. Like, everything is built upside down. And this is why we can't get away from Ethereum and we can't get away from Bitcoin. And it doesn't really matter what you bring to the table, because you're still going to fall into one of these fucking 10 things. Something's going to be off. Like, nobody's done it perfect except for Bitcoin, bro. Bitcoin is the only one that's done it perfect. ETH just gets a fucking pass because it's got time. You get a pass because you got time. How about that? That's it. If ETH, yeah, it's the first to do it, man. And it only did it because Bitcoin said we're not doing it. So, okay, you know, I mean, that's another reason why you go hard with Zen, because it's the only coin doing it when no other coin is doing it. Any coin can do it, but none of them are. You know, but it's whatever though. I honestly think that in Ethereum, the gas conversation, there has been a lot of attempts to help with gas, but I feel like Zen is just the most simplistic one that allows Ethereum to just be ETH. And it works. It's a good synchronicity, right? It syncs with ETH so well. It has no patterns. It allows ETH to be ETH, and then everybody else can transact on ETH. That's why, again, I wonder what the world would look like if millions of people were minting Zen every day. Like, that should be a goal. Like, it should be that big, where millions of people are minting Zen a day. And Zen is actually on the gas charts nonstop, right? But would it get like that? I don't fucking know. You know, that would be like some other shit. I don't, I can't predict what the world wants to do because the world is still the world. The dollar is still pumping, The world is gonna do what it wants to do, but intuitively, Zen is actually the answer to a lot of these hanging questions. It answers a lot of shit. And again, if you give it the rundown on the Bitcoin white paper and try to fit each little blurb of what is Zen into this, X1, XNM, all of them fit a fair consensus launch life, there's nobody that's going to interfere. That's the only reason Bitcoin is pumping. No one can interfere. You can dump a little bit, but those people who minted those 50 fucking block rewards before yo ass, why would they sell them now? It's only been 15 years. Like, this thing gonna be around for 100 years, bro. You gonna sell your Bitcoins 15 years after inception? Are you fucking dumb? Like, what's the Ice Spice thing? Are you stupid? Like, come on, man. This is easy. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Uniswap gets into ordinals. I can't wait to watch. I can't wait to see what happens to this case. It's gonna be really, really good education for the whole space. Really good way for us to see where the hell this shit going for the next 10 years. And yeah, you should try to figure it out. Without the network, you will die. Yeah, I know. You'll end up like the Sprint guy. Can you hear me now? I'm going to Sprint. What up, Bills? What up, ZTFO? I just did a mint on base and I got it. I got 3 billion. Well, you just did a new mint? Base is doing its thing. Yeah, here, let's talk about some Zen stuff real quick. Let me get off my soapbox. Let me get off the soapbox. Yeah, crypto's got me all hyped up today. And I'm happy that I figured that part out. I'm thinking that's it, dude. You get caught in patterns. You just got to get back in sync. That's some motivation for you. If you're really feeling that shit. Say hallelujah. But no, I feel like that sometimes, bro. I be feeling like I'm in a pattern. But I'm like, yo, I've been in this pattern. Like, I'm crushing this pattern. This is my pattern. And it's like, why can't I get out of this? Why am I crushing this pattern? Like, why? This isn't it. This can't be the end game. All right. I felt something more than this before. And that is synchronicity. When I'm in sync with something, geez, is that really the cosmic vibe right there? All right. That's why I'm like, yo, I was thinking that too. Like, I'm having a party tonight and somebody was like, the vibe, because I put like, it's the vibe, and they're like, the vibe. And I'm like, yeah, the vibe. I have to explain this now. Like, what the fuck is the vibe? And that's the vibe, yo. Synchronized. I could come in DJ and I could play a pattern, because that's easy. Like, on some like music IQ way out the sky type shit. Like, oh yeah, there's actually, here's a fun thing. If you didn't know, music is made in key, and the music industry tends to make a lot of music in the same key, relevant to the same BPM, which has now caused independent music to make music similar to the industry's direction. So now, realistically, anybody can do anything in music. It's all fucking got principles. You just got to follow the principles and it might be picked up by the common ear. So yeah, everything is a pattern. Synchronization is what brings you to the top. That is the emotional gravity and the quantum that keeps you relevant, right? I would say more relevant than anything, because relevance is key, bro. Just stay relevant, stay happy, and you might continue to be synced up. So looking at this CBZN, someone's trying to make it irrelevant, right? And what's fun about a fair launch, you can go and see what's really going on. So let's go ahead and look at CBZN. I'm still yelling it. which is wild because we're like 2 weeks into me being like, yo, this might be it. You know, this, and I like CBZN because it's ETH. And I know gas is going crazy right now on base in the daytime. And again, I think they're live stress, or it's not live stress test, but like because it's so quiet at night, it makes me wonder like how are they gonna fill that volume? Because now I mean, once you release a chain, you'll be able to see it. Like, oh shit, there's some volume to cover, and that's what we're seeing in base, right? Like base right now is at 0.22 in the GUI. Optimism is at 0.14. So OP, this is pretty balanced in a midday idea because again, these systems are used for trading. So like if I'm an enterprise trading service, I'm on base or optimism because that's the safest play. You know, Avalanche or not Avalanche, Arbitrum. Now they're trying to introduce opportunity. That's like Blast. Blast is like the new op. Base is still an opportunity. I would say it's still new, but like it's Coinbase. We know where this is going. Come on, we can't give it that like underground vibe. Like if you're giving Coinbase the underground vibe, like come on, bro, it's in your face. Like they have a credit card. I have a Coinbase debit, or not credit card, but debit card. I have a Coinbase debit card. That's fucking crazy. That's the bank in your face. But yeah, the gas here is not as stable, so I'm thinking it's gonna find stability, but it's only you can only rise with Nakamoto consensus. You can only go up. Like as frequency intensifies, so does the gas. There's no way to dodge it. It's just part of the game. So when I'm minting here on base, I'm usually doing it at nighttime because it's really, really low. And then hopefully in the future when those mints come out and they're due, I can just mint them again for very low as well. And what's cool about base is it's still in a heavy supply shock where most of the coins are staked. So here's, is this up? Okay, is this up? Let's zoom in. So again, most of the inflation is now. All the minting happened and then it fell off. Here right now, people have a short attention span. Like the attention span I'm learning with base is fucking crazy. This human behavior is out of control. Like the like if people just could keep their attention here, this could continue going. But it's more proof in the pudding that maybe you shouldn't sell your CBZN because you're selling it to buyers. Because there's people like myself that are watching people lose attention. And the C rank is slowly going up. So it's not like a lot of people are giving this attention, right? And the staking is going up, which tells me that there's other people out there buying and staking CBZN because they know what's going to happen next, which we know. If you're in Zen, you know. X1 comes out, all the fucking Zen is burned, and it just like if you don't have supply, you're fucking with your pants down, right? So you want to have supply before X1 chain, and X1 chain is closer than ever. So you don't want to be with your pants down, not with Zen on a beneficial chain, right? Beneficial chain, in my opinion, is when I'm talking about how much the cost of production is. If you can't be in a chain that is producing Zen at, or if you're in a chain where the token is dying, essentially, that could make you feel some type of way, right? So this is, again, Zenmon calculator. We're just going to see how much the cost of production is for one VMU across all chains. I think the average realistically is like, we'll just say 300 or 300,000 wallets created in a day. Right, that factor is into how much Zen is created. So right now, on base, for instance, it's 20 cents to create a full-blown Zen mint. 6 cents on Optimism, 1 cent on Pulse Chain, 1 cent on Phantom, no money on Eve Moss. 2 cents on Moonbeam, 32 cents on Avalanche. Avalanche stay expensive for no fucking reason. 5 cents on Polygon. And of course, King Zen $30. King Zen is really where people are gonna get fucking spanked. Like, you want to get the super I told you so fade ETH Zen. But if you want to get like into the Zen world, you really want to be on these side chains, because that's where the most gains will be made, right? The most gains will be made on a side chain, especially if you can get into the top 100 or top 50 or top 10 right now and just get it in stake, right? Because it's known that once the X1 auctions happen, especially on these chains where the gas is low, that's why I'm bullish on Base. 1 is Ethereum, 2 the gas is low, 3 Base is Coinbase. They're pumping their users. Gas is gonna go up. So I'm interacting with Zen at its lowest congestion, right? At Base's lowest congestion, I'm getting all my shit. I should probably be doing it too with Optimism, but Optimism is just fun because anybody minting is gonna win. Any mints on Optimism win in the next 93 days, 2 days. Any mint wins, bro. Just make sure you're in. Make sure you got a mint in there. Hodl that motherfucker. You know. But after the AMP is dead and we get to a new era, you know, we don't know what that looks like, but we know up until that AMP, all that Zen is the lowest, cheapest Zen you're gonna make, especially at Optimism being as low in gas frequency, right? And again, I'm not an Optimism fanboy, so I don't know what their plans are. Like, I don't know if they want to pump the chain. I still believe that they're advertising Optimism as a stack, and they have no plans to pump the chain, and they have 100% plans to work with Base. That's my take on Optimism, right? It could be something special, but it's probably not going to be. It's probably only going to be special to people that mint. That's the emotional attachment to OP Zen. So please make sure you mint in that shit. Make sure you partying when this shit ends in 92 days. Okay. There's going to be some people with 300, you know, that did it from the beginning. And then there'll be so I don't know what one mints right now. Damn, I don't think I have enough Optimisms in to do it. Let's see. So it's 92 days. Maybe I should get a limited. 92 days. Oh, let me see it. Oh, it's $4 for a mint right now. That's not bad. $4. But I don't know how much Zen you're grossing, but you know, maybe it's a lot. But yeah, you don't need a lot of mints. Minting over here and like going hard and like printing a bunch of Zen to just dump it is kind of stupid, but like to burn it would be very intelligent, you know? And that's kind of why, again, I'm like, you got to know how to play your Zen game. The real Zen game is to become Costco. If you're really playing that game, and you need to find where your Costco is. Me, I chose XNM. You know, I like mining proof of work coins. I think that's cooler. I'm sorry. I don't like the risk in the proof of stake idea. Because again, I've shown proof that like you're gonna have to burn so much Zen to get a good amount of XNM or XN. When I have proof of work, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good, and I'll be able to keep my Zen, and I just kind of like that experience more. But yo, shout outs to those that are into Zen and they're gonna burn it the fuck down, because more power to you. You know. Burn it the fuck down. I can't wait to see what the world is when that happens, man. It's gonna be nuts. And yeah, I don't know when it happens though. Don't look at me like, when is the auction? When X1? I have no clue. I just know it's 99% done. And that's where we're going. Where we're going with that one. But yeah, man. Zen right now, CB Zen, again, it's a stakeathon. We want some more shakeouts, so I haven't yet put in my bid. I'm trying to scoop some more of this actually, but I'm waiting to see if we can get some more action on this wick and come down and test the 72. I would love to see someone just exit right now. That would help me out a lot. Also, the RSI getting oversold on the daily would give me some good indication that we've re-entered, some supply shock amongst the holders. And I would love to shake some people out of staking. I would love some people to unstake and sell and not inflate the fucking price, right? Or not inflate the price, but in stakers, if you can make it where stakers are the only inflation, then now it becomes a game of how long should I stake? Because if I stake too long, then I get no inflation. But if I stake just right, I can sell my inflation into a pump and then restake and then keep going, right? So there's a lot of fun games that are built into having a lot of supply. And I would love to see some people get shooken out. But my honest theory is that everybody is hip to the game. So they're not going to do it, dude. Like, what the fuck? Right? So I hope y'all do it. Oh, please do it. But yeah, keep your eyes on Zen. And yeah, man. Actually, like I said, I'm keeping it short and sweet. Starting in about a week after the halvening, we'll be having the member streams where you can stream it up with your boy and ask me more Zen-like questions. As we wind it down to hopefully like only streaming for like an hour, bro. Like right now. Because yeah, the content in Zen is starting to become very self-explanatory. And maybe you shouldn't be listening to me as much and doing your own research so you can participate. Because it's all out there now. And the more you interact with the Zen, the more it will make sense. And pick your favorite chain. You have your arrays. Go and explore and see what the hell is happening out there. But yeah, everything suffered a pullback because Bitcoin pulled back. But now that Bitcoin is re-rallying, everything's trying to bounce back. So be careful today. Be careful. There's some rugs in the room. There's some rugs in the room. There's some rugs. You still on Tekken asks if I'm still on Xenify. I'm on Xenify, but I just don't use them as much. No offense to them, It's just like I want to see them. How do I say this? I have coins staked, so I'm just letting it bake. That's how I'm treating anything that's not Zen. Like that's not like hard Zen. And that's because the message is inside of Zen. It's not in any of the projects around Zen. It's not in DB Zen. It's not in X1 chain. It's in Zen. And like, it's hard to pay attention to projects that are trying, and I have to like open up their box to see how they're trying, It's like, I motherfuckers trying, but because I want Zen to work, and it works so well that it's a bridge. It's actually a bridge, right? You can be on Binance, you can burn Zen, and you can get the X1 chain. You can be on Avalanche, you can burn Zen, and get the X1 chain. It's one of the most advanced liquid bridges that are gonna hit crypto, but right now it's not here yet, but it's coming. And when that happens, I'm gonna really be backing the decentralized feeling and trying to, keep it true to the game. And I like Xenify's product though. Like as a overall brand, I think they're leading their community into a good area in aggregated dexes. But just as a personal user and just keeping it real, like I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like I don't fucking care. Like, yo, do your thing. I got my websites and so on. But you know what it is. But yeah, man, we're going to catch you guys tomorrow. Tune in 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Till then, peace.